Morning folks, how we doing? So, let's get it, shall we? Go meet arms a bit closer in today. Lovely. Ready? I was tight that last one. So, wow, we're having some fun times in the world at the moment, aren't we? Fucking hell. Like this whole COVID thing wasn't dividing people enough, you know? Those that don't believe, those that do believe, those that are informed, those that aren't, those that watch the news, those that don't, you know. It's really clear, anyone who only watches the news, and it's upsetting to me because it's hurting you. If you're only getting one source of information and it's the fear factory, it's not going to be a good look for humanity. We owe the rest of us more than that. If you're just watching the fucking news and being scared, you need to do some research, because it's our future. It's my future. I don't have any kids. A lot of you do. It's their future. You know? The world's a beautiful place, man. People are fucking beautiful. But there's some arseholes that have led us down the bad road. So what? Big deal. Let's just now make a better road, you know? Let's move down a different road. Let's go, okay, so that happened. Anything that needs to be done to make it right, let's just do it. You know, Black Lives Matter. Don't fucking post saying White Lives Matter, you morons. All lives matter. Yes, they do. But have all white people been systematically fucking attacked and basically a genocide? Now, I heard someone talking about the most recent genocide, which is heinous, and it's white on white crime, right? It's the Germans and the Jews. But that's not continued. No, that does not have the same depth. Okay? If you look into black history, I studied black history. I studied our history. I'll talk about my ancestors being enslaved, you know, by the Danish, or by the, you know, mainland Europeans, by the Romans. But we got a fucking serious issue to address, and I think it's quite simple. Either you're pro-people and you want to see a better future, or you're racist. There's no fucking middle ground on this. You don't get to find a middle ground. You're either racist or you're not. Now, if you're not racist and you're saying some silly things, it's just because you're uninformed. Okay, look into white fragility. It will really help a lot of white people who don't realise the subtle racism that's really obvious to black people. Okay? Put yourself in someone else's shoe. We're living in we're living in a first world country. We got first world problems. It's not that bad. You know, we're in the belly of the beast, right? We are feeding the beast. We keep the beast going. It's what an empire does. It consumes smaller empires and uses that internal power and force they create through fear to then fuel their external movements on the people they're then going to incorporate, soak up, indoctrinate and slave into their system. So, you know, it's all good, it's all wood, it's all gravy. But stop. If you're white, if you are white and you feel the need to say all lives matter, white lives matter, or any other silly shit, please look into white fragility, please look into black history, and please shut up. I know that probably doesn't help, but I'm pissed off with it. It annoys me. It annoys me. It annoys me. It annoys the shit out of me. I've fucking hated racism since I was a child, and I realised this was actually a thing. You know, but thankfully, if you study, you educate yourself. Clearly, these are my first words of the day. If you educate yourself outside of the academic system, if you look with scrutiny over life, but an honest observer, it's all obvious, it's all there. So, all lives do matter, but we don't get to talk about that until we deal with Black Lives Matter. Peace.